This is the story of the man who was rejected by Facebook and Twitter. The man who ended up creating WhatsApp. This is the story of Brian Acton. Brian was a computer engineer from the US. Brian's career has been a great adventure. In the 1990s, Brian worked as a product tester at Apple. He also worked for Adobe Systems. In 1996, Brian was hired by Yahoo Incorporated. Brian was the 44th employee hired by Yahoo. In 2007, he decided to quit Yahoo to progress further in his career. Later, Brian was looking for a job. Despite a dozen years of experience at Yahoo and Apple, he got turned down by two of the internet's biggest companies at that time. First, Facebook rejected him in August 2009. Then Twitter said no to Brian. Brian failed to find a job at another big-name company. But he didn't lose his hopes. He stopped trying to get a new job. Instead, he focused on his own startup. Brian teamed up with his old colleague from Yahoo named Jan Koum. The two ended up building WhatsApp. Soon WhatsApp became the biggest mobile messaging service in the world, overtaking Facebook's Messenger in the race. In February 2014, Facebook decided to buy WhatsApp for $19 billion in stocks and shares. It's the biggest buy in the history of company affairs to date. Brian had an almost 20% stake at WhatsApp. So when Facebook bought WhatsApp, Brian's net worth jumped to $3 billion. Brian's current net worth is $2.5 billion. Acton and his wife are known for their philanthropic work. The couple has donated over $1 billion in charities. Brian Acton is now 836th in world's billionaires list by Forbes. He was also ranked as the 120th wealthiest man in the United States of America. But imagine if he had given up after his rejection by Facebook and Twitter. Or imagine if he had stayed with his job at Yahoo. We wouldn't have any WhatsApp on our mobile. Brian is now running the Signal Foundation. The foundation gives people access to private communications through an encrypted messaging app. It is broadly used by journalists and human rights activists. Brian's story teaches us an important lesson. You never know what is coming to your life next. Just don't forget to try harder tomorrow.